again. Today we're going to be talking about thinking positively and having positive self-speak whenever you're thinking to yourself or talking to yourself in your head, to make sure that what you're saying is positive. But we're going to start off with a little experiment here to begin with. The first thing I would like for you to do is stand up. So if you're sitting, go ahead and stand on your feet. And this is only going to take a minute. So now that you're standing up, the first thing I'm going to challenge you to do is try to see how far you can stretch and look behind you. Now, when you look behind you, I want you to really visualize and picture what you're lining your line of sight up with. See how far you can stretch and look behind you. I'll give you an example. In 3, 2, 1. All right, that's as far as I can stretch. I stretched maybe to the edge of this door frame over here. Okay, how far were you able to go? Now, here for the second part of this experiment, I want you to say out loud, yes, say this out loud, I can do better than that. Now, let's try it again, shall we? This time, go ahead and stretch again. Let's see what happens this time. How did you do? Were you able to stretch farther that time? This time I was able to look all the way to the middle of the door, all the way to the door handles. I was able to look farther. Well, what happened? The way you speak to yourself actually makes a difference on how you react to things. I know it sounds wild, but it is true. So if you constantly are telling yourself, I can't do that, I'm not smart enough, or whenever something bad happens or you get a low grade sometimes, and if you look at that and you think, I'm just too stupid, I'm never going to get this. When you say things like that, it triggers in your brain a kind of an attitude of, well, then yeah, you're going to make it more difficult for yourself to learn those things. But if we change the way we speak in our minds and we think to ourselves instead, we recognize when we think like that, we stop it and we say instead things like, I didn't get it this time, but I'm going to keep on trying. Or, I don't understand this yet. So you notice the difference? I don't understand this yet. So that tells me, that's triggering my brain and my thinking that I can keep working on this and I am going to get it. I'm going to have a better outlook. I am going to get it. So that triggers everything that, yes, telling myself that, yes, I can work forward, move forward, work at this, and I will improve, because that is the true statement, right? If we keep practicing and working harder, our skills will improve. So watch that self-talk, and I challenge you as you go about your week, if you come across any challenges, before you start thinking, I can't do this, I'm never going to be able to do this, stop yourself. And instead, replace those thoughts with, you know what, maybe I didn't do well today, but I can learn from this and do better tomorrow. Or, I'm still working on this. I know I can keep working on this and do better in the future. So why don't you go ahead and give it a try this week and see what happens. The power of just positive mindset.